Hi there, future scientists and math wizards. Welcome to Smile Road. I'm Sir M, and I created this channel just for you. Senior high school students looking to make science and math easier, clearer, and yes, even more fun. On Smile Road, we explore exciting lessons in general science, solve real-life problems in general mathematics, and learn how these subjects connect to the world around us, from floating boats to your monthly budget. Each meeting, I'll guide you through lessons using simple explanations, real-life examples, and even a few challenges to keep your brain sharp. Whether you're reviewing for exams, catching up on class topics, or just curious about how the world works, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you won't miss any of our learning adventures here on Smile Road. So, are you ready to start this journey with me? Let's walk the road of knowledge with a smile. So our lesson number 34 will be about understanding wheelbarrow, a compound machine. A lever, number one, lever, second-class lever. A wheelbarrow is a second-class lever. In this type of lever, the load is placed between the fulcrum, the wheel, and the effort, your hands on the handles. This arrangement multiplies the force you apply so you can lift and carry heavier loads more easily. So that is your effort, and there is your load, and there is your fulcrum. Number two, wheel and axle. The wheel at the front is also a wheel and axle system. This simple machine reduces friction, allowing you to move the wheelbarrow forward with less effort. It helps make pushing heavy loads easier over short distances. And then that's the axle, the wheel, and then the lever. And then why it's a compound machine? By combining the lever and the wheel and axle, the wheelbarrow allows you to lift heavier objects using less force. The lever push or roll loads with reduced effort, wheel and axle. Real-life applications used in gardens, construction sites, farms, and warehouses. Makes it easier to transport soil, bricks, tools, or harvested crops. Saves time, energy, and prevents injury. Formulas related to a wheelbarrow as a compound machine. Lever plus wheel and axle. So, number one, the MA of a second class lever. MA is equals to length of the effort arm divided by the length of the load arm. Number two, mechanical advantage of the wheel and axle. MA is equals to the radius of the wheel divided by the radius of the axle. Number three, work done. W is F times D. Number four, power output. P is equals to W over T. And number five, advanced concept, the tau is equal to force times R. R is the radius of rotation. And then the quick reference summary. So these are the different formula of the different concepts previously discussed. And then practice problems for this lesson number 34. Number 1, a wheelbarrow has an effort arm length of 1.2 meters and a load arm of 0.4 meters. What is the mechanical advantage of the wheelbarrow as a lever? Given effort arm 1.2 meters, load arm 0.4 meter, required MA. Use the formula MA is equal to effort arm over the load arm. Substitute the given data. The final answer is 3. Number 2. You apply a force of 150 Newton to lift a load using a wheelbarrow and you move it forward by 5 meters. How much work do you perform? Given force 150 Newton, distance 5 meters, required W. Use the formula is equals to F times D. Substitute the given data. The final answer is 750 joules. Number 3. The radius of the wheel of a wheelbarrow is 0.3 meters and the radius of its axle is 0.05 meters. What is the mechanical advantage of the wheel and axle? Given radius of the wheel 0.3 meter and then a radius of axle 0.05 meter. Required is MA. Use the formula MA, radius of the wheel divided by the radius of the axle. Substitute the given data. The final answer is 6. Number 4. A student pushes a loaded wheelbarrow with a total mass of 60 kilograms over a distance of 10 meters. If the force applied is 120 Newton, calculate the work done. Given force 120 Newton, distance 10 meters. Required W. Use the formula W is equals to F times D. Substitute the given data and the final answer is 1,200 joules. MCQ for lesson number 34. Okay, so we have number 1. A wheelbarrow has an effort arm of 1.5 meters and a load arms of 0.5 meters. What is its mechanical advantage? Letter A, 0.33. Letter B, 1.0. Letter C, 2.0. Letter D, 3.0. Number 2, you apply a force of 200 Newton to a wheelbarrow and push it 4 meters. How much work is done? Letter A, 50 joules. Letter B, 400 joules. Letter C, 600 joules. Letter D, 800 joules. Number 3, the wheel of the wheelbarrow, a wheelbarrow has a radius of 0.25 meter and the axle has a radius of 0.05 meter. What is the mechanical advantage of the wheel and axle? Letter A, 2. Letter B, 5. Letter C, 10. Letter D, 12. Number 4. If a person uses 500 joules of energy in 10 seconds to operate a wheelbarrow, what is the power output? Letter A, 50 watts. Letter B, 100 watts. Letter C, 250 watts. Letter D, 500 watts. Number 5. Which combination of parts makes the wheelbarrow a compound machine? Letter A, lever and pulley. Letter B, inclined plane and screw. Letter C, lever and wheel and axle. Letter D, pulley and wedge. Number 6, the mechanical advantage of a lever increases when A, the load arm is longer than the effort arm. Letter B, the effort arm is longer than the load arm. Letter C, the wheel size decreases. Letter D, the force applied is reduced. Number 7, a gardener pushes a wheelbarrow with 100 Newton of force per 6 meters. What is the total work done? Letter A, 600 joules. Letter B, 60 joules. Letter C, 160 joules. Letter D, 106 joules. Number 8, a wheelbarrow lifts a 90 Newton load using an effort of 30 Newton. What is the ideal mechanical advantage? Letter A, 1.5. Letter B, 2.0. Letter C, 3.0. Letter D, 4.0. Number 9. In a wheelbarrow, which part acts as the fulcrum? Letter A, the handles. Letter B, the wheel. Letter C, the load tray. Letter D, the axle. Number 10. A student increases the radius of the wheel but keeps the axle the same. What happens to the mechanical advantage? Letter A, it decreases. Letter B, it stays the same. Letter C, it increases. Letter D, it becomes 0. The answer key for lesson 34, please proceed to lesson 35. Answer key for lesson 33, understanding scissors, is as follows. Number 1, B, first class lever and wedge. Let number 2, C, at the pivot point between the blades and handles. Number 3, letter C, acts as a wedge. Number 4, D, input force. Number 5, C, lever and wedge. Number 6, C, greater than 1. Number 7, A, first class. Number 8, D, the blade. Number 9, C, they are made of two or more simple machines working together. Number 10, C, cutting paper with shears. And that's it for today's lesson here on Smile Road. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with your classmates. And make sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new lesson drops. This is Sir M reminding you that learning doesn't stop after the bell rings. Keep asking, keep exploring, and always walk the road of knowledge with a smile. Smile Road, where curiosity meets discovery. Bye-bye. See you in our next lesson.